Bibi abako there.
Yeah.
Then I'm here.
So here.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Charles ni need the birthday there.
Wanna?
Brian.
Oh.
No did birthday.
Wow. Everyone can
Oko school. Oko didn't school more.
What to Tony one more?
Oko didn't school.
But you are a good father, and I like what you do. So Bahana, on now do a chinku you tea and honestly you tea. Obi a oni mubanos. A hairstyle we in the same hairstyle. Now, who are was a retired baby? Wow. It is your no design.
8.
Wow.
8 years.
Brian Smith don't can only Smith.
Oh no. Ono junior.
Oh, it's all kita udini na.
Ukutani na.
Ya mani junior.
I'm the junior na kan.
Oh, and then wish Brian happy birthday. On your mission.
Amen.
By really a good fellow morning there. Ni jerseys no. Just in the Kenya bakubi man.
Sure.
But I think the
I know the nyame adoma Sunday o say ene no I working day. And Sunday ni ya na dia hye no.
Okay. Right.
Then say e twa say Chelsea for no manya age no.
Ah yeah.
Ah ono so age atum. Say me ne tu ano e ku pa ma. Njawe.
It is right. Oh, happy birthday, Rich.
Sure.
No offer for you. So you are. You be I said here. You be the one here, man. Don't worry. He has good ankles that are there for him. Rich. What's the international brigana? First, I said I need it.
Yeah.
But I say, well, you know, FIFA World Cup qualifiers internet. I say why a day.
Sure.
Because there are a lot of interesting storylines up, and it looks as if they are not yet coming and saying say there are no minnows again in the international game. No, it looks as if it is true. Because if you look through Africa, Europe, CONMEBOL, and even CONCACAF, the associations now, which even the smaller teams, no, almost money difficult for a lot of teams. And when I make the game of Israel versus Italy, it was super. Me shake game bombs. Hey, Israel Italy game. Nah, it was such a good game. It tells you how interesting the various associations the games there. And no, Bolivia versus Brazil. Come and watch. Venezuela versus Colombia. Venezuela playoff qualifying and they are caught. And a Colombia only neighbor, same border. What Bob on my machine is 6-3. Bolivia came Brazil or playoffs or World Cup a check. And in doing that, he makes sure say he wins the game. But I go to Israel because when you say you won more, it's difficult for you to play. Rich, because of the qualifiers, it's making international football interesting. Now, already, Canada and Mexico and USA is automatic. In the Oceania and Asian area, Japan, New Zealand, Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Brazil, from the Asian and Ocean area, then come to CONMEBOL area. No? That is where Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, and so on. The rest will now come to the playoffs. Nyaka, Europe, and Africa.
The Brazil game was fixed.
Only Bolivia, Martin. Which in Australia, Brazil could have beaten them over there. And I can't referee decision now. Because I watched the game. And I knew it was going to be a tough game. To me, Sheko and amateur boys like this. No. I said, okay, I first went for either team to score. Then I'm going no. Because I need to understand, both teams may not be able to score. But Brazil, on one of the I'm called Brazil, it was a double chance. Because Brazil had nothing to lose in the game. Oh no, I qualified it.
Sure.
And I went to Bolivia. Bolivia and World Cup 1960 something. And in trying to qualify, they are making sure so Mukuru now on altitude and now 4,100 height above sea level and also 6 degrees Celsius already. So it was always going to be a difficult one for Brazil for which in Africa they some teams, although Morocco and Tunisia automatically teams be they are almost a come crazy no maybe this is group A, Egypt and you have 8 games in all of your groups. No, I could be a 2. Egypt a game almost 20 points this year. If they win one of the next games, they are going through. Burkina Faso Domachi with 15 points. If they win one and Burkina Faso gets even the maximum points, they get also 21 points. And of course, they are possibly going to go to Group B. Hey, H. And Congo for and it is wrong. I don't encourage football fans say team Belusu. Now let's say you about stadium and yadi papa. Right? The DRC is a war-torn country for a very long time. If you know your geopolitics, and they have struggled to get out of it. And Omadou Babia, Adibakwa, after coming out of war and all of those things, keep you together as a country, has been football. To the extent that rich, a lot of young players are time and young France and outside of the DRC to come back. I mean, recently, Wan Bissaka says he will play for DRC. Yeah. Yohan Wissa, he will play for the DRC.
And Uncle Oshego,
Atamaswaku has been in their team. Which they are real players who now are willing to play for the DRC. It's who is there. Now they have a team that could compete. Which look at a group of Senegal, DRC, Sudan, Togo, Mauritania, and South Sudan. Now, 16 points, 2 of Senegal. And now before the game, they were on top of Senegal. And Kasa 2-0 now, we some share on the Koya. Right now, we would have been talking with just 2 points and they'll be through. But
any expectation in that? I'm raising too high. Because Senegal.
Yeah.
Team Haji Afcon. Show me players maybe on Bobo. And their status.
Yeah.
And on my way to say DR Congo say Senegal show I mean sure say a news giddy.
Almost a shit team to the extent the team needs to win on the ball. The team cannot play.
I know. But maybe some just say
and
then a football no Fiifi. Say the ana de bia na ye kan evolve.
Yeah.
Obi e sua ball no ball. And obi e hu ni ball. Ayesa se Senegal she DR Congo. Ni do say ndey.
Oh, but so on the line in your way.
Fine.
So what is all those sorts of call it?
Expectation now move busy.
I don't want to have a 2-0.
What's your 2 fine?
I think it's the atmosphere. Who's the
before game ni bia?
Yeah.
Senegal they were just too good.
Yeah, and
just too good.
Again, true. We always talk about atmospheres on the African continent, and in fact, I think in comedy ball, any Africa, one of the key determinants in winning a game at home is your fans. Also, it happens in Europe, but more in Africa and comedy ball. Rich, before the game, I saw a lot of French reporters, colleague journalists, saying that Nipa a good stadium next, International mama had to say na charge. And also we say 2. Say can't be that. And now I have
Senegal team no quality.
Hey, Nicolas Jackson never be ball go. I mean, look at all of these players coming into score, making it difficult for the rich. It looks as if Kwesi Appiah Mayele qualification with Sudan no, it's probably going to remain a dream. We hope so. But him 10 around. Still, he's in there on Group C, South Africa, and Benin, and in Nigeria. Rich, look at Nigeria. When he said even the possible second place team and Nigeria can bet go through to the playoffs, it looks as if they are going to be out.
Is them that your money that's where protest no mind?
No protest. Yet South Africa 3 points. I got to call Lesotho the home because according to CAF regulations, we want to team out. A team on Lesotho boy. So Lesotho benya 9 points. Who still benya 11? Benin benya 14. South Africa benya 14 points.
Oh, 2 matches to go.
There's a little beam.
Na
CAF we just
Nigeria pa. We show me South Africa do.
Who's a telling no lose 3-0 here to South Africa.
Nigeria team no.
And 2 World Cups, Nigeria will not be qualifying back to back.
Not too bad.
Back to back, Nigeria will not be qualifying. Interesting, rich. And now Cabo Verde, Cameroon, Wajuma. They did it at home, and they are true to it. Our World Cup qualifiers. One Morocco have gone through Cabo Verde or just 1 game, and they will go to the World Cup for a very long time in their history. Ivory Coast, Jumano on the side. Algeria also almost there. Tunisia 22 points. They are in. Ghana just 3 more points, and I say 2 points, and we'll be fine to go through in Group A. It's Africa qualifiers no. and Obi our country and Kobe, you know that you are not in a good place.
Before we go Europe, no.
Yeah.
Sylvester Menso, I say, but I'm happy Senegal won. We need relatively stronger contenders representing Africa.
Hey, you see underrating the DRC. The DRC has a strong team.
No, but you put the household names now are more quality. Imagine Kobo World Cup.
Yeah.
Now Senegal or Rep Africa.
Yeah.
At least I know him say obey to a free group stage be. The DR Congo no go say
this DRC team now all African continent. Which almost team qualify for Which I mean, me share almost starting 11 for you. Off the top of my head, I don't have it so that you see the team that they have. Which it's a good team. The DRC team is a very, very good team. The only team on African continental team in Morocco at Chiam. Which they can go on.
Shakespeare say, yeah, Richardo, you are right. Senegal winning isn't any news. Senegal just they just have quality.
Yes,
also
yes.
Quality.
In terms of quality, the Senegal has quality. But I'm saying that DRC for something bad.
Bad.
Yeah. No, I think they're one of the respondents.
At the World Cup level.
World stage level. No.
Yeah. Sanko for no that quality to come on bear.
It's almost bettered.
To come to bear, sorry. Yeah.
Almost Masuaku, Wan Bissaka, Chance Mbemba in the team. Remember Chance Mbemba? You want Wisa earlier. Any Abrentia friend of back on board. But it's not this Senegalese team of Mendy, Sheikh, Koulibaly, Diop of West Ham United, Crepes Indiata, solid player. I think the Senegal Fiifi is probably the best in Africa. Lamine Camara of Monaco, Idrissa Gana Gay, and Omo Gay also. That midfield three is solid. Then Eleman Ndiaye, Nicolas Jackson, and Sadio Mane. Nico Jacko Beko Wakapo. It is Africa continent. We will probably get Egypt, Senegal, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Cape Verde, Algeria, Tunisia, and Ghana. Hey, that's a solid contingent. Solid contingent. We dey see out and carry kebe ya pao.
Nigeria so man kwa. Nigeria team na me no. Nigeria would dino at the African soil, but omo nya de.
Then they have it looks as if just individual players as a team.
And as also against South Africa.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey.
Yeah.
Ono na akwano is who bobo pa.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey no.
But very soon is again.
Apart from that,
also the conversation around atmosphere, any fans no. Share no South Africa for no every year Nigeria for no. Omo the game called Bloemfontein. Yeah. And Bloemfontein in South Africa is known for euphoria and aggressive area. And they made a game like that with the fans. Yeah. They made it very, very difficult for them and we'll see how things go. Rich. In Europe there, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't call for a difficult game against Hungary after winning the first one. Omo managed some back then 3-2. It means that Cristiano Ronaldo is the joint highest top scorer in World Cup qualifying games and has 943 goals in international football. I mean, the last time media may say the greatest goal scorer of all time. Obi draw my attention and said there is something called the most efficient goal scorer of all time. It's Yanko Ronaldo XGs. They will know who is the more efficient, but of course, Ronaldo deserves everything that he gets. And no way for no Moldova for by 11 goals to 1. Another strong team. They've not qualified for the World Cup in almost 2 decades. The Norwegians, and this is going to be their very, very first one. They are inching close to it. South America, I told you about it. Egypt, Echo, Argentina, Echo, Ecuador, Colombia, Uruguay, Brazil, and Paraguay, Echo. Also strong contingents from that area. Which can the South Americans go and win a game? Who's going to be defending champions? Yeah. The Argentines are going as defending champions. Can a South American team win a game? Argentina for beat me.
Likely about Europe.
The defending champions case beat me as about.
So Spain, Portugal.
The Spanish team is super
solid.
Yeah.
Solid team.
And they don't take any prisoners. You're talking about Papa Pani Ajau. Like they just play the game and make sure somebody with normal combat. And I think they are doing a very, very, very good job. Italy, Rich, as it stands now, Italy are struggling to qualify in a group of Norway and Israel. Almost 9 points. Norway for 15. And Rich, I don't go for playoffs. Playoffs na quite wow. playoffs no especially Africa there Africa you be 4 you have 4 you bought obi like one 2 matches but you be on neutral ground into what be winning no na mo call final na final no ba kwa winning no be winning na say no akwa represent Africa on the Intercontinental playoff I want to be Oceania for be coming of it's a long road to qualify through the playoffs.
William Benjumina, Yemedi club football so kakra so hu yini hu komo kakra na Yema Besmako Usu Empire and some say I disagree with you Richardo. Now every country knows how to play football. Gone are the days when you mention Senegal, Nigeria, Cameroon, etc. You see quality now. Every country knows how to play football. I agree with you, but no can say you stage go on my udra.
The big boys to me,
Sabena big boys.
And I think that's what Senegal did.
Ultimately, certain Keveda.
Yeah.
Obetria qualify for World Cup.
Yeah.
But at that stage, you know.
Yeah.
Was Obedu no from World Cup.
Yeah. And Rich, truth be told,
say country no be born.
Rich, truth be told, and now what the Senegalese did was that almost their class. They showed Keveda that the class team. Yeah.
Bedroom maybe we had the big boys, game changers, you know, to change the result of games. So hunti, honane ube here, Senegal, Morocco, Egypt, you know, some teams in Senegal almost you know, every team at the Yanako. Anyway, that's your opinion.
Is it a best second place African qualifies no? Go through. A reminder that the best 4 teams will enter into a mini playoff.
Sure. Semi-final
leg, and then the winner advances in the Intercontinental playoff. Intercontinental, no, 1 team from CAF, 2 teams from the AFC, that's the Oceania areas, then 2 teams from CONCACAF, then 1 team from the OFC, so Asia and then Oceania area more. Which the papa. Only you are 2 are qualified. Another full tournament on its own.
Come any club football come kakra.
Which now,
dear
I saw something from Mundo Deportivo this morning on Barca. And I'm saying this midway back because you say for a while now they have a Barca update stadium. No? And Maka said there are 2 ways I think Barca can come back and be financially very viable, especially on the books. Sale of players and then great proceeds. Which only say Barca game and normally Valencia bought this week, this weekend, and they say at a Spotify company with let's say 23,000 people, 25,000 people. No, Rich, Barca went ahead of themselves, and for everything that they were telling their pro media people that they will probably return to the Spotify company with less people. No, they didn't get that first inhabitants permit. No, from the city authorities of Barcelona. What it means is that Barca, Valencia, the Johan Cruyff Stadium, which is 6,000 seater. You see, imagine this happened to Kotoko. Would have said it too. 6,000 seater. Barca Valencia. No, but you see that. But they shall prepare for this. They shall prepare for this. No, but of course, you probably book the music ahead of time. And Sani money is affecting Barca in terms of Sika. How much are Barca going to make from 6,000? Nyamiti say your season ticket holders for which I hear is somewhere around 11,000. And on the moment, 6,000 tickets not for them to come in. No matter bomb games or rich. There isn't too much. Most of the players are coming back on Barca camp. There is injury to Gavi. Not so much of an injury now. De La Fuente saw in the Casa and Abia. Gavi Bear, Sergio Bia Onye. There is that of Frankie de Jong. Nyamiti say Barca for not stress him this weekend. Our Barcelona side for the part of football club Real Madrid. Everybody's returning to Madrid for them to prepare and go and play their game. Chelsea for also any players. Chelsea and very very good decision in terms of players ever from injury. Benoit Bellachile is back. And yes, she can go for on but at least on Chelsea the natural left-footed centre back now. Almost there is also the arrival of most of them players and then Chelsea are likely to announce almost sleeve shirt sponsorship deal. Almost sleeve, sponsorship deal.
Front they still now.
Still almost say now still between.
Me put a question. When you be Anne Derby.
Am I? Sleeve in the bebane. But
World champions.
I need just see you.
Oh, my son.
I don't just want here.
Kofi.
Mama Kasa. Mati.
Jeje mu bi ani ho.
Bajo menko.
Jeje mu bi ani ho.
Mati.
Nya na mu ni bi.
jejewu
and go for you.
Yes, between Qatar Airways and Riyadh Air.
And Overcast and blue performance.
It's some performance. Due diligence.
Due diligence. Dear one,
Basa, the one can say, Basa, Okodo Pancho, you are crap. One can say, your front What's the next? Okay.
All right, go for that's it. For Fiifi Manfred now, Martin and Cano,